Okay, so why do I like groups? I first had group psychotherapy about 9 years ago, and from my very first group, I was completely struck at what was happening in the room. There were a group of people willing to be pretty much completely honest about what they were experiencing in relationship to themselves, in relationship to each other. And that was something I was not used to. I think the norm for me is the cultural programming of being polite and acting in certain ways that aren't totally honest. And it was really exciting to me and interesting that I could be in a room with people where the agreement is we're actually going to say all of these things that we normally wouldn't say and see what happens. This was a lot more powerful than individual therapy for what I had experienced so far in individual therapy, where it was largely talking about past experience rather than this present moment aliveness that happened in groups, because whatever is arising in between group members is happening right then and there, rather than me talking about it later and in a removed way. So I think the strongest thing that has happened to me through working in groups is changing how I relate to people when something is happening that doesn't work for me or that I'm uncomfortable with. My old way of doing it is I would bottle it up because I was too uncomfortable to say what was true for me or to have some kind of confrontation. I was just afraid of that. So I learned in group what I started feeling when those situations were happening, and then how to make a different choice. Like, oh, I'm doing that thing where I don't like what's happening, and so I'm shutting down. But actually, I'm going to do something different now, and I'm going to experiment saying that I don't like it. And through that process of noticing where I was and how I was responding and making different choices over and over again, real time with people that I was actually irritated with, actually annoyed with, I learned how to have more authentic relationships. And I took that out into my day-to-day life, and it really changed how I related with people. I was more free to be honest and direct, which allowed my relationships to be healthier and cleaner without this resentment building. And there's a lot of other things that I've gotten from group along the way. And it's all been really valuable because it's with other people, and it's real and it's immediate. And I'm grateful for that. And I think we all exist in relationship. Everyone lives in relationship. Everything we do is with other people in relationship. And so when we can learn to be better at relationship, our lives improve. And that's really valuable. So I'm a strong supporter of groups, and I'm really happy to continue my involvement with them.